welcome to another episode of Mike Check Sis. Yeah.
Sorry. Welcome to another episode of Mike Check Sis.
Yes.
We're happy that you're here.
We are. Thank you for
If
coming.
you're new, don't forget to subscribe, to follow, to share with your friends. If you're returning, thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back.
Yes.
Thank
you for being an OG at this point.
Yes, like you came back to listen to us. OMG.
Who are we that you are so mindful of?
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. So we're wrapping up, at least for now, our friendship series, and this is the, I guess, last topic we're touching for now. Obviously, you guys will let us know if you want more topics in the future, but this is it where we're stopping.
Yeah.
So today we're talking about showing up. We're talking about support during different seasons of life,
seasons and all of that.
Okay, so we hope that you learned from us today, and we hope that you give us something to learn from. I don't know. Now I'm rambling, but yeah. But hopefully, this helps, because we all need healing in one way or the other, and this is, I guess, where all the many talks that we've been talking about friendship, this is where it really matters. I don't know. No?
Does it? I think it matters throughout.
Yes! No. I get what you mean. Yeah. This is where, at the end, this is where we need you to come through. That kind of thing. Like, still come through regular days.
When things are tough.
Yes.
You know what? I actually don't think so.
That they need to come through. When
No. I think people should come through.
Oh, okay.
But I think that their presence during a joyful season, because I think it's actually easier to
be at
mourn with someone than it is to rejoice with them.
And that's true. That's true. I agree. Yeah.
But
that's
it does matter. Please be there for your people.
Yes. Okay. We're not saying this is the only time. We're just saying one off. And even in tough, when we're talking about supporting friends, we're talking about both in joyful and not joyful.
Okay.
So
okay.
all of it.
Yes. Okay.
So basically,
just showing up.
Yes,
pretty much.
Showing up.
Okay. I see.
Yes. So that's what we're talking about. So I'm going to start off with, I guess, a little story.
Okay,
if you will.
Us the story, girl. I am ready.
No, please.
This is a surprise to me. I didn't know that we're going to have a nice story time.
No. Anyway, just a little, like friends showing up for you, like in a difficult situation in this regard for me. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, we're human beings. We're always going to have difficult situations. I've had too many at this point. I'm like, God, like, I beg. Can we have soft seasons? But you know what? That's another conversation for another day. But yeah, so I think one of the things that I'm also grateful for, like when we talk about like the substance or like the solidity of your friendship, is like in situations where now, like, it's not like the everyday, thing. It's now when it matters. Okay, when it matters, like most. Yeah, or when it matters the most, right? So I've had some challenges. Like there was one time that I was going through something very, very sad or very painful, and I had just come back home that day, and all my friends like came. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
All my friends like came to the house, and we're all sitting on the floor. So it wasn't even like one of. We didn't have chair in my house. Let me tell you now. The time we didn't have chairs. So like we all all my friends came. We're just all there sitting on the floor. But it was such a nice experience and feeling, because I'm also not one to ask for, like, I'm not used to. I think now I'm better. Yeah, I think now maybe a bit. Yeah, but yeah. So I'm not very much one to ask for help, or like just being there, because sometimes it's not. There's some things that you can't really help somebody to do. Like if something happens, you can't really do anything about it. But them just being there, showing up, and I think we're there for like so long, like into the night, just talking, gisting, praying. Prayerful friends, people. If you don't have friends that pray for you pray with you, I don't know how you are doing it.
You too, sir. You should be a prayerful person. But
honestly, yes. Because there are times when you can't even pray.
That's true.
When you're, you don't have that zeal or whatever, you're just in a difficult place, you can't pray. But you have those friends that can pray for or pray with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that was one of the things that I was going through in that moment, that I don't think prayer was like,
It was not
I
in
couldn't
your
understand it.
first thought,
Yes.
yeah.
And then, you're having questions like, God now, God, and all of that. So it was a nice, that's one of just, like I have amazing friends. Case in point.
Case in
So,
point.
so yeah, so I have amazing friends. They show up for me. Tough season, joyful season, all seasons. But I think that was one um, that really stood
Yeah.
out for me, because it was like a weekday. It was, I don't think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was a
convenient. It was
random.
that day that they found out. So it wasn't like, oh, it wasn't a pre-planned thing where maybe you guys had thought about it prior, like, oh, I told you 2 days before. It wasn't that. It was like they found out that day. Everybody's like, come here, are you home? Are you home? Are you home? That kind of thing. And I was like, okay, come, stop. So I think that was amazing. That's support for me. I don't know if you have any.
Yeah, I have many instances of my friends showing up for me and showing me support and all of that. And to be honest, I think I need to do a better job at
Opening
asking,
up. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like being open to ask for help or to ask for support, because again, I think I'm in my head a lot sometimes. So I already like find the solution to
Oh God, can you imagine? It's
it's
like
not like it feels like okay, I'm deviating. I think I'm deviating into what, how do I explain it? It's not even like what support looks like for you, but more like,
no, but we can talk about that, because that's also part of it, right? Just
yeah,
because like what, like, because everybody obviously have
has different
ways
levels.
that they want people to support them, and
Yes,
who they want to support them depending on what the
depending on,
situation is, right?
that's true.
So
But I don't even think like what support looks like for you is what I'm trying to say. I think because I'm in my head, when I'm experiencing something tough or whatever, I try to think it through, and then, excuse me, and then sometimes kind of gaslight myself into it's not that big of a deal. So even if I tell, or I ask my friends, like maybe like, oh, I'm going through this hard, even if I tell them like this, I'm experiencing this
yeah,
difficult thing in my life, what do they do? Like,
I get what you're saying. It's like it's like they can't do anything about it. So what's the
yeah,
point
and
of
then
telling them
exactly,
something
and then
like
it's
that?
like, yeah, and it's like you just say, maybe you just worry about it, or it will now be like, um which is something that is hilarious in my head, but like when people dote over me, like, oh, is everything okay, are you okay, I feel shy.
I'm like, stop
It's just, I
it.
don't know, so sometimes it's like, yeah, okay, I don't know, it makes me feel a bit awkward.
Yeah.
So then it's like, or sometimes it makes me now focus on the thing. So maybe
Okay.
the thing happened, and yeah, maybe it's a tough situation,
But you don't want to
yeah, I
think
don't want to
about it. You
ruminate
don't
on
want to
it or
be in
anything.
that
So
moment.
when
Yeah.
everyone now is like, oh my gosh, is everything okay, so I'm like, oh my gosh, this is actually a big deal, oh. So then now I sit in that. So yeah, I
Okay,
mean,
I get what you're saying.
yeah, so now I'm in my head a lot. So it's not like I don't want my friends to be there and support and all of that. It's just like I don't even know
Like what you want,
what
or
I want or how they can
I get that.
be
But okay,
present.
for example, like this instance that I just gave, right?
Mm.
We didn't talk about the situation at all
No, we didn't.
throughout the
The entire
the
conversation,
entire time,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's not like we're sitting and like, oh, what's going on? I think some people even found that. I feel like some of my friends came because they were like, oh, damn, is going to something. Let's all go. They
Yeah.
didn't even know why they were coming until the end.
Yeah.
Like they're like, oh. So like, do you know what I mean? And which made it very. That I think that's why it really, like
Stood
it stood out for me, because it was like some people did not even know why they were coming. Just like, oh, that means needs us there. We are going. And it was just like they didn't know why. So it didn't matter what the situation was, whether big or small.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the support comes in, where it's like someone can be there for you regardless whether it's a big deal or not
Or
a big
not.
deal. Because yeah, like you might think something is a big deal, right? But it's also, I guess, like, how do I put it? If you explain, like, let's say you tell someone, okay, this is what's going on, blah blah blah. I'm trying not to think about it too much. This person should know how to support you without making that thing
A
a
big deal.
big deal, right? Because like it can be general, maybe how are you doing, maybe calling for something else, or do you need something, talking about every other thing but that situation.
Yeah.
Except if maybe, okay, do you want me to bring it up? Oh no, would you bring it up when you want to talk about, just stuff like
Yeah.
that. Because I think, like, again, communication, anything that has to work, communication is very important. So I think that's something that can be done. I know, like, I don't think I necessarily, when I think about, like, even the difficult situations I've been through, I don't think there was anyone that I picked up the phone and I said, I need you. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. But why?
you have you picked up the phone to say, I need you? No. You see this, babe, see life. So I think exactly coming out and say, why? Well, let's unpack. You two, let's unpack. So I feel like most of the time when those things come out, it's like, oh, let's say my husband would have told you,
Mm-hmm.
or like, I think it's the one. He's like, see, blabber mouth, blah, 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 blah. People don't talk. Like, anyway, talk, oh, please talk for me because I can't talk for myself. Anyway, but yeah, no, I appreciate it because, like, when you told me that you guys were coming, right, I was just like, oh, okay, that kind of
Oh
thing,
yeah.
because I didn't know. He didn't tell me
I don't think he knew though.
that you guys were coming.
I don't
Oh,
think it
maybe.
was him. Well, he knew we were coming, but I
Oh,
don't think
okay. He was the
he was the one who.
told. Who else would
Actually, I
have?
don't
It would have been
remember.
him because, like, anyway, but I don't
Maybe
know.
it was him.
Yeah,
Actually, don't
or
remember.
maybe he told your husband.
I don't remember,
Yeah,
but
I don't
something.
know.
We
Yes,
shall found out. That's
somehow.
the
Yeah,
most
so I'm
important
like,
part.
I'm grateful that I have him to be like, yeah, this babe can do it by herself, and definitely I can be the only one to deal with this, which is nice that he knows that. And then he tells my friends to, like, come on, please, she needs you because she won't tell you because she's proud. I'm not proud, but I don't know. I think it's also, I don't even think I have a problem asking for help. I think, as you mentioned when you say in your head a lot, I think for me it is, this person is probably going through their own thing too. Why do I want to burden this person with
Yeah.
mine? But then the thing that, like, I guess is like, they say that the angel and the devil are on your shoulders when they are
Mm-hmm.
going back. Because then I'm like, oh, but if it's me, I want them to tell me regardless of what I'm going through. So it's like, why am I now telling them that I don't want to bother them? But if it's me, I want them to
I want
bother
them
me.
to bother me.
That kind
Yeah.
of thing. So I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guess like showing up is. I don't know. I think it depends on the kind of person that your friend
Is
is.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
and the
yeah.
kind of the support that they need. Actually, most times we show up for people the way we would have wanted to be shown up for in that situation.
Oh,
I
okay. With
think
that, oh, okay, okay,
it's
okay. I
like love
get.
languages. It's
Mm-hmm,
like
mm-hmm.
you if your love language is gifts,
And
that's
you're
how you
giving
will
gifts.
express your love to
Mm-hmm.
people. And then
Maybe the other person
the
doesn't
other
even
person
like gifts.
doesn't really care for
Yeah,
gifts like that. They
but you're
just
not
like,
doing it the way they want it.
so honestly, I think it's fair because we're different and
Yeah.
all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so as much as I'm in my head and it's hard to kind of like be like, okay, I need help or I need support in this area, or when it does happen, like when maybe someone checks in on me, or I had a good time talking or hanging out or whatever, like you feel that relief, even
Mm-hmm.
though you didn't like. I think the biggest issue is not knowing what you need.
Yeah, and I think that's okay. I don't know. For me, like, I don't think you can really, especially when it's a situation that you're encountering the first time. You've not. It's not like something you've dealt with. So how do you know what you would
What you
need
need.
anyway? Like, it's brand new to you as it is for them too, like in your life, right? So
Yeah,
it's not like, I think it's just we're figuring it out too.
that's
As
true.
friends, as the person dealing with it, we're all figuring it out. But, like, at least you have those people to figure it out with,
With
that kind of thing. Because it's the same thing if you're going through something new and your husband is there. Both of you are trying to figure it. It's not like he knows what to do. You don't know
yeah,
what to do. But just like, what can
that's
we
life,
do?
man. We're all
Yeah. So
figuring
we're
it
all
out. That's
figuring it
true.
out. So how do you like people to show up, or your friends, not people, because, like, not randoms, but like, how do you like, or how would you want your friends to show up for you? Whether, and again, I know we're talking about difficult situations. It can also be when you're even, like, when you have a good news. It doesn't have to
Mm-hmm.
only be bad things, but like, what like some ways that you like your friends showing up for you?
I guess being there, being happy with me, for me and with me. Um, I don't know, just being there, I guess. Like, okay, let's say I run a business, right? And when I post on my
Business page.
business page, and my friends, I just I just go on Instagram, then I just see someone tagged you in a story
So
or mentioned you in a story or whatever, and then I'm just randomly scrolling, and then
and then you
I
see it.
see my face on their story. It's just like, oh wow, it's so heartwarming. Like, it's just like, and I didn't even ask. It's just like they see what I'm doing, and
And then they
they're
promote.
they're showing up
Mm-hmm.
for me and all of that. It's sweet. I love it. Thank you, friends.
Thank
Thank you.
Jesus.
But yeah, it's nice. So it's that. It's like, it's mostly the little things. I feel like you feel the support in the
Like
little
small
moments
things,
of
like
everyday
yep.
life.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like sometimes, like, big moments of whether joy or grief or whatever, like, it's kind of standard that these people will be here for me, because it's like a,
But it's not
not
every time that
always,
they're
but
actually there. Because
it's
I had a conversation with a friend of mine recently, and I was like, oh, I expected you, like, even thinking about our relationship, I was expecting you to
show up
to
more.
show up for me. No, show up, period. Like, because
Oh,
like I don't
okay.
even know if more is the word, like, to show up, period, like, with what I was going through or with what I'm going through. And I
Mm.
don't think that I got support from you. And then he had replied, he was like, honestly, he didn't even know how to or what to. I was like, how are you? Would have sufficed.
Yeah, I hear that, and it's also, I get your friend, because
Okay.
it's so hard.
Yeah, but when you
Because
don't
you're
do
just like, so
anything,
what
that
do you?
person, because that other person does
Yeah,
not feel support. Because
yeah.
I get that you're like, you don't know what to do, but it's like, do
Do
what you think is the
anything.
most minimum. Then,
Yeah.
like, it's a different thing than when person is like, okay, stop. Like, like when I was talking about one of my friend that I was like, stop calling me
Mm.
or don't call me every day or whatever, right? Because it was like, okay, now she's called. Thank you, and I was just like, okay, now it's not like I didn't appreciate it, but I'm like, okay, I would rather something else
Yeah,
now at
yeah,
this stage in
yeah.
my life or whatever. And then I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, don't call. And even thankfully, she was on that. She was like, oh, do you want me to stop calling you? I'm like, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it was not, and she knows that it was not because I did not like her calls. It was just, okay, this is not supporting me right now.
Right
This
now.
is not helping me right now, that kind of thing. So I think it's like, do whatever you think because
Yeah,
nobody knows, right? You do what you think might help. And
that's
then if that
true.
person is like, okay,
That's actually true. I
yeah,
have a friend who sent me flowers and a fruit
basket.
basket, like a care basket or whatever. There
Mm,
was fruits, there was lip balm, like random things. And I never would have known to ask
ask.
that, but it was just so,
Like nice. Exactly.
I've loved that top. I've loved that top.
Yeah,
No, but it
so
was
that's
really
it.
sweet. But yeah, I get that. I get that. Like, just do
Yeah.
anything
Because
instead
when you
of
do
not doing.
nothing, that person is not feeling so like I get that you're struggling to know how to show up,
Hmm.
but doing nothing doesn't also show support. So
That's
it's
true.
like okay, you're struggling ahead, then you decide not to do. So
You're making it
you're
about yourself.
yeah, no, I don't even think I'm like so your answer to trying to support me when you didn't know how to support me was to do
Was to
nothing.
not. Yeah,
So how does that
I
help
hear
me?
that.
Yeah. So like
I
I'm
hear
like,
that.
and that's I'm like, show up
Excuse me.
however you feel. Like whatever you think comes to mind. Again, you're friends with this person. So to a degree, you may not know it because again, it's a new situation that happened that hasn't happened before.
Mm-hmm.
Or even if it has happened before, like it's different maybe when it happened the last time to this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So all of that. You may not know, but just show up
Be there.
anyhow. Yeah, you call them sometimes. Even I think another thing is like again with even difficult or even happy moments is like sometimes we feel like when we want to show up, we're showing up to talk or to deal with that situation. Showing up can be let's go for wings, that has nothing
To
to
do
do
with
with
what's
any of the
happening.
problem or the joy. You just and that person just feels that oh, okay, it was nice that while I was thinking about all of these things, it was nice to just go for wings. You've
Mm,
supported them just like that.
yeah, I guess.
I don't
I
know.
think, yeah, the key, I guess, is to also know. I guess, okay, first of all, do anything.
Yeah.
Just do something,
Do
rather.
something.
And also, not being so in your head. And this is
Hmm.
for the people who are very much
Like
in
you.
their head, like me. It's
Yeah.
just, if they don't like it, or they don't like the kind of support that you're offering,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they'll have a conversation with you. If they're
Yeah.
uncomfortable with it, maybe they'll say like, I don't want to do this. So like, instead of assuming like, oh, I want to do this, but what if this
If they don't,
person
and then you can
doesn't
even
like
ask
it or does
them.
not
Like
like
I feel
it?
like you can also ask, "Oh,
I
would
feel
you
like,
like me
does it
to?"
increase the burden on
No,
them to make a decision on
on.
how?
Oh, okay. No, because I think about it sometimes because like there's this podcast I listened to and it talked about like how sometimes like it's not asking blanket questions, like depending on the situation, right? Like for example, if I ask you, do you want me to make you rice or vegetable? Now I've
There's an
streamlined the
option.
fact that that I'm cooking. So I'm
Yeah.
not asking you if I should cook and you're like, oh, what do you I want? No.
Mm.
Rice or
Or
vegetable.
vegetable.
And you're like, oh, okay, I want rice. Oh, you know what? No, I'll actually rather stew. Something like that.
Mm.
Because at least that way it tells you that I'm going to cook for you. I'm just asking. And then if you're like, oh, I don't know anything, then I'll make that decision. But I feel like sometimes even asking them, like in
Is
some
helpful.
degree, would help. Because then, like, imagine someone that maybe everybody's bringing food for them. Like, let's say people are bringing food. Like, it's nice to ask so they don't have the same thing over and over. Maybe, and maybe
Yeah.
some people don't mind. They want the same thing. I don't know, depending. But I
Mm.
feel like sometimes even asking, oh, would you, I know like you're going through something, would you like to go for wings?
Mm.
Oh no, I would just rather be at home. Okay. Or would you like me to call you? We can stay on the phone. We don't have to talk. We can just be on the phone breathing. I don't know. Like whatever you want. It's true.
Breathing. Yeah.
Just be doing all our other things and then I'm on the phone, right?
Yeah.
Would you like that? That's fine. Okay. So I think like
I like that.
sometimes, yeah, because
Mm.
sometimes it's just the person being there, not necessarily doing it. And that's where that conversation of when they can't solve it. It's like sometimes nobody can
Nobody
solve your
can solve
problem.
it.
It's only Jesus that can solve your problem.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's just how it is. So in those situations, people can only support you
Yeah.
in just whatever way it could be. I don't know.
And also now I'm learning how to allow my people to support me or to be there for
Please
me.
let us love
And
you.
but you
Allow
people,
us to love you.
I know that you all love me
No,
now.
no, allow us to show you that we
You
love you.
show me in every other aspect.
You see this, babe? You see this, babe? Allow us. We want to. Let
Okay,
us
no
give us
problem.
the chance. But yeah.
You're so dramatic. But okay. But yeah, for me, it's I don't know. I'm learning because
Mm.
it's in my head. I'm like, but I know that they love me. I know that they're there for me, and they can't really do much. And then sometimes too, I feel like I don't really want help.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it
Mm-hmm.
feels like. But
Okay.
then when it does come, I'm like, oh, I'm so happy this happened. Like,
So when you say you don't want help, is it because you don't want, like, are you thinking like in solution based? Because what do you mean by you don't
no,
want
like
help?
I
You don't
don't
want
necessarily
anything, just like let's just act like status quo.
like. Let's just keep going. Let's avoid this whole thing. Let's act like it doesn't exist, and then let's just go on with life. But
Mm.
that's an unhealthy version of me. I'm working on it. Don't open your eyes. I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
Good.
But
Yeah. No, I
yeah,
agree. Yeah. Like, no, please let us love you. We want to love you.
okay,
It's when there are situations that you also show, like I
that's
get that you
true.
can
See how
show
people show up
every
for
day.
you.
Yes, you see
Mm.
how people show up for you, right? I don't know. Like you also, as much as you are trying to be friends with someone, like to show like friendship to someone, you also have to allow people
To
to
be
show to be
friends
friends to
with
you
you.
too. Yeah, that kind of thing. So you can't like you want to show up, but now not give these people an opportunity to show up for you. And I think another thing is like with one of the things that I think that like even when I've read or seen some things online and I've noticed like with some friendship that cause like maybe a bit of strain is like when a friend is going through something and this other person didn't even know
Mm.
and they're just like wow, like I didn't even know something was wrong with you. And I don't think this other person was thinking because they could solve it. It was just like it would have been nice to know that you were struggling
And you
and
did.
at least then I can offer help or not offer help or whatever.
Mm.
But at least me knowing what's going on with you rather than just not knowing and then
So
just
would you be offended or hurt or whatever if
I
your
don't know.
friend doesn't tell you about some difficulty thing that they're going through? Like
um,
okay, maybe they're not telling you as it's happening. Maybe they will now tell you
like after the fact.
eventually. Yeah.
um like I don't want to say I'll be offended, but I'll feel a way
Mm.
because it's like I've been robbed. and maybe I should not think about it like me, but like I don't know. It to me, it's just like I've been robbed of an opportunity to be a friend. Like I don't know because it's still like okay, you're telling me after the fact. We thank God for victory, but like when the thing was tough, like, I don't know. Like when the thing was tough, where I could have walked the tough road. Like why am I only walking the road with you after it's fine? Like I don't know. It's like why am I not there when it was hard to or whatever, right? That kind of thing. I don't know. Like even the same thing, like, oh, somebody's like, oh, they were applying for this, they were applying for jobs, and then they get this like really big job, great. When you were scrambling to look for resume, why didn't you tell me so that like we can look for resume together or we can write up resume? Like why are you only telling me now that you've gotten director? Congrats. Like I'm happy for you, but I wish I knew when we're out here in the night trying to find the right resume. I don't know, like I don't know. That's how I see it.
No, I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
because I'm like, why are we picking and choosing the moments? I don't know.
I
Is that the
think
word?
we have learned, or
Yeah.
we have been taught a lot about um keeping stuff
Until they
to
match,
yourself.
they
Yes.
materialize. Yes, until they
Yeah, or
materialize.
like keeping stuff. I don't know if it's a cultural
I think it's
thing
a very,
or
very black people thing.
maybe. And
Yeah.
sometimes I feel like there's a level of wisdom to it. I don't like, honestly, I don't know.
I okay.
I don't know because I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
Mm-hmm.
How we keep stuff to ourselves. Oh, I was
Until
reading this story of this young prophet and old prophet
in the
in the
Bible.
Bible,
Oh, okay,
where the
okay.
young prophet guy was sent to go and tell somebody something, and then God told them, don't spend the night, don't eat anything, don't
Mm-hmm.
just
Do what
say
they
your
send you
message,
and be
go
going
back.
back.
And then when he was going back, old prophet came and told him like, no, now stay,
Relax.
come and eat something, blah blah blah. And the guy said, no, because God told me
That I
that
should
when
do
I
this.
I should
Yeah.
not do, I should not do this. Then the old prophet was like, actually, God told me that I should tell you to come with me and all of that, like lied to him. And then
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, the guy died and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking about that, and I'm like, okay, the young prophet who, yeah, obviously disobeyed the whole don't
Like what
spend
God
I
told
don't,
him. Yes.
got punished for it. But like that old prophet dude who actually lied to him,
Lied.
his life, went on and all. Like that is so
It's all fair.
unfair because like the guy listened to
Like to
someone
this
he
prophet, yeah,
trusted,
that he thought he
that he
could,
thought
yeah.
he could rely on and all of that. And the Holy Spirit said like if he would have shut up about the instruction that God gave him, the old prophet would not have anything to use to deceive him with. Like if he just said no
And just kept
and
going.
kept it pushing, but it's no because God told me this and this and this, then the person could be like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's not what God said. Do you get what I mean?
No, I get that, and I think
So
it's very it's sometimes it's not just very black and white like that. Like sometimes it's hard, and I think that's where we thank God for the Holy Spirit and we thank God for discernment, right? Like I like also again as we said earlier, well, we all grew up in the culture where it's like, oh, you keep everything, keep everything until after the fact, and then you say it.
yeah.
But I don't think, and I then I look back at like the older generations and I think about their relationships.
How they're suffering in silence.
Yeah, like it wasn't, there was so much distrust
Yeah.
in those conversations. Like in them not saying it was because they didn't fully trust this
The
person.
person.
Like
Yeah, okay.
so I think like it wasn't a genuine, or God told me not to say anything, because again, it's a different thing if it's like, okay, I feel like at least now, thank God, we hear God, and God tells us maybe some things like, we'll keep this, don't say anything, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah. But I don't think it's everything that God says, don't say.
share. Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
I think I guess some of
So
it is just
it's just us now just feeling like,
maybe
let me not
fear
say anything or
or
whatever. And they're not like, maybe not knowing whether we fully trust the person or not, which again, that's something to work on, because like at least when you have friends to a certain level, you should be able to trust them enough with stuff that you tell them, and trust their responses. Like trust that, okay, like if I come and talk to you about something, let's say painful in my marriage, I should trust that giving me response that would break the marriage.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? Like, I should
Yeah.
know that I can come and tell you and know that you are not going to come from a place that leave him. He's trash. Men are scum. All men may be scum, but our men are not. So you know what? Yeah. So it's just like something. But yeah, but you get what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's to trust that I know that this person, and I think that's where the
person
value
has
thing,
your best interest
at heart,
Yeah.
right? I think that's where the value thing also comes, because when I know that, okay, we have the same values when it comes to God, the things of God. I know that if I come and talk to you about a situation, I know you're going to respond to me from the
Based
word,
on-
not from TikTok or IG. Like, let's get that straight. So I think there is that. So like, I get the culture thing, but I feel like most of it has been rooted in distrust rather
And
than
fear, maybe.
yes, rather than actually God said. Like, so even all those don't do, because sometimes telling somebody is what pushes you to get better in the thing that you're trying to get.
That's true.
So we're
That's
out here
actually true.
keeping, and then God is like, look at this one. This
Yeah.
one is once
So
you
pretty
tell
much you
this,
just have to be discerning of who you're
yes,
talking to
yes,
and the things you're sharing and all of that
yeah,
stuff.
I agree. So yeah, so obviously supporting friends during like tough situations is very important.
It is, and also, don't catch feelings when your support is not
Don't make it about
accepted.
you. I think
Or
that's it. It should not be about you.
yeah,
Yes.
because sometimes when people are going through some things, it's just, I don't know, they're doing the way that they want to do. So instead of being like, I did this thing,
And
this
this
thing,
person
and
did
this
this.
person did not this,
It's not about you, boo.
just relax first, calm
Yeah.
down. It's just it's a season. If you know them, your friend or your person, and you love them, and you know that, they're not, this is not the kind of person that they are, but they're
Yeah.
also experiencing something difficult, maybe for the first time, or whatever. So give grace, long
Yeah.
rope,
Yeah.
and keep it pushing.
Yeah. I think sometimes even like little things like dropping, like, so imagine dropping a message every other day, just thinking of you, here for you, just thinking of you, here for you. Even if you are repeating the same thing over and over, as much as that person is like, get away from my face, let's say, whatever, or I just don't want to see anybody now, I want to be by myself. At a point, now those messages will be like, okay, I know that as much as I want to be by myself, I know that I have this person, right?
Yeah.
Something like that, or whatever.
Yeah.
Or, oh, I dropped like some donuts at your door. I don't know, just give an
Yeah.
example, just stuff like,
Yeah.
So like, you show up, we say, as much as you can, obviously, and not at the detriment of yourself too, because you have to be, you need to be okay to make sure somebody else is okay, or to be able to show up for somebody good, like in a good way, right? So you take care of yourself and show up for the person the best way you can. Ask them, how would you like me to show up for you in this situation? Because the way you probably showed up in a different situation is not the way they want it this time. So you can ask questions. How do you want me to show up this time? What is this that you need from me in this time? Something like that. I don't know. Just
I'm gonna go opposite
side.
direction.
Oh, okay.
We've spoken about supporting someone who's going through a difficult situation, but what about supporting or being there for someone at the highlight of their life, when they're having their good stuff, biggest seasons, biggest breakthroughs, especially if it's something you are trusting God for, but it's not happening for you yet.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's tough especially when you're looking for something, or you are trying to get something, and then other people, it's almost like this person just getting. They're not even doing anything much, but they're just getting it. It's tough, but I think that's where there's the God sitting on our head. We always ask God to sit on our head, because as human beings, we're flesh. Sorry, we're not flesh, we're spirit. But with flesh, it's easy to just be like, wallow in you, like what you're going through. But God says we should rejoice with those that rejoice. And sometimes it's in that rejoicing that your breakthrough comes. As annoying as it can be, sometimes God is like, oh, you're not happy for this person. Yeah, now nothing for you.
He said nothing for you.
But I think it's very important that as much as I don't like, and I think that's the thing he said, when it's like people are comfortable being in sad moments with people, but when they are joyful
and
things, they are just back. And I don't know if it's like is it misery love company? Like that saying that says misery love company.
Yeah.
But we have to break such nonsense and be there for people and be happy for people. Genuine happiness. No, oh my God. Like, you know, those backhanded happiness that people have for you.
Yeah, because the energy actually translates. You might think you're hiding it well, but like the person will catch the vibe that, okay.
Like, this your tree is nice. But maybe you should have added like green color too. Maybe focus on the fact that the tree is nice and keep it pushing. Leave the green alone. Like those backhanded, I'm just like, okay. Like, are you happy for me or you're not happy for me?
Yeah.
Like, leave it as it is. That's the way they wanted it to be. Or even if that's not how, even if let's say the joy is not even full to the end. Let's say they are trying to get a position as a director. Now they're managers. Congrats, so manager. That director, man. I can't wait. You should have it.
Stay in the moment.
Stay there first. When they become director, we'll talk about director. Thank you. I don't know. I think there's also that is first like being able to rejoice with people, but actually genuine rejoicing. Because you can be like, oh my God, I'm so happy for you, but it's a lie.
But how do you manage that? Like, how do you manage, because we're human beings. So let's say, I'm trying to be director. I've been trying to be director.
And I'm director yesterday.
And like then suddenly you just shut up from nowhere and you became director. Girl, I'm happy for you for your directorship, but I'm sad for me.
I think it's fair, like, and I think that's fine.
But like, how do you? Because sometimes that sad for me energy just it becomes over forefront. Like someone can catch a vibe that, okay, this person
are they really happy
for me and all of that, even though you may be happy for them genuinely, but you're just sad for yourself. So how do you manage
I feel like as friends, right? I know that you're looking for something, I'm looking for something. If I get that thing first, I still have to be like I should, okay, not because now some people say they don't care, but I should still be sensitive to the fact that this is something that you're still looking for. It's not fair. Like, do you get what I mean? So I should still be sensitive enough to know that, okay, oh, now I'm not a director. And I know that Teddy had already mentioned that she wants to be a director too. So I'm not going to, how would I put it? Like,
are you going to shrink now? You're excited?
No. I don't have to. I don't think I have to shrink it. But I'm also not going to be upset like that you're not
super excited.
You are not as like you're not breaking, like I don't know, like I don't know,
you're not
like you're not just going over. Like because I know that as much as you're happy for me that I have this now, I also know that you also wanted like it's like I cannot be oblivious to the fact that you wanted something because now I have it. Like okay, I cannot be like, oh, she was not happy for me. That's not fair because like hello, both of us were on the road to looking for this thing together. Now I got it first, or you got it first, and the other person is like, it's fair to. And also when you know your friend, right? Like I don't think of my friends as people that don't like me. Or people that hate me, or people that don't like good things for me. So regardless of how you react,
you're just
I'm like I know them and I know this and I know their situation too, and that's why it's good for people to tell you what's going on with them. Because when you don't know what's going on with somebody, and then all of a sudden you're giving attitude, you're like because if I don't know that you're looking for directorship now, I'm like these are not happy for me.
You don't like that I'm a director.
You don't like it? Yeah. So I think once two of you know about each other, you know what's going on in your life. So when something like that happens, like when one person has and the other person doesn't, I know that it's not like you're not happy for me, but I know that you're also thinking about you and like, oh God, when will my day come? Or when would I be able to get this thing, right? And I think we're human beings. I think it's going to be a lie to say that you would not think about you. You would not, it would not come to mind. That's a lie. That's a big lie because there's no way you would not. And as human beings, we're also selfish. We will always bring ourselves into it. We cannot just, I'm focusing just on your joy. Okay.
Maybe some people can now.
Teach me because I actually want to learn. I would like to be able to focus all of it on that person without thinking about me, because as soon as I hear the news, the first thing is me. The first.
I love your honesty.
I'm not getting as soon as oh my God, I'm my director. And I'm like, hey God. And I asked that I want to be a director. and I'm still here. Then I'll not be like, hey, congrats, how are you? I'm so happy. Did you get?
Yeah.
But like,
Like
I would
first,
think about
yeah.
like the fact that this is something that I'm also asking or looking for. I don't know. But
Honestly, I think it depends on what it is.
on what
like
the situation
yeah,
is.
because there's some things, even if I'm trusting God for them and all of
It's
that,
not that deep.
like it's not like the first thing. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting, but like genuinely, I'm not thinking. Then maybe after, then I'm like, oh well, dang, when will your directorship come, girl?
When will it?
And then you move on. But like,
No, I
it
think
depends
it's
on the thing.
first though. I don't. Okay, maybe because also most of the things I don't think it's many things that I'm looking for in quotes, right? Or things that are like more pressing for me than others. So maybe it's just those two things that that I'm like, yes, it's me first. Maybe
No, I
so I
get
don't think
it.
it's like in every aspect of
I
life.
get
I
it.
don't think it's in
Yeah. So
everything.
I think it's unfair to have the expectation that your friend or the person will not, like, that the thoughts will
Will
not
not come.
cross their minds. And if you know that the person genuinely like loves you and what's the best for you, then sometimes some things I think can be overlooked. It's different if, like, again, if you have frenemies in your life, I don't
That's
know
the
how to
problem.
help you.
Yeah.
Like, think about, I don't know. I feel like when you have a relationship with someone, they've shown you to some extent who they are and all of that. So I think, sometimes extend grace. Sometimes let not your thoughts be negative immediately, that this person isn't happy for me, or this person doesn't really like me like that, or this person, whatever it is. Like, think good thoughts towards people. Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Think good thoughts towards people, please, please. But yeah, please, it's very important in friendship to show up. It's very important in friendship to, I don't know, support, because we're all human beings. And again, we're talking about like difficult, good situations, even in everyday life. Like just coming back from work sometimes can be draining. Just haggling or juggling family life plus work life plus if you're in school plus this, all of that at the same time. So showing up for your friends even every day in the mundane things, like in the everyday life, is very important. You don't always have to wait for it to be like one big moment, one big thing. It can be in the everyday. Hey, we've not
Just
spoken in
checking on
last
you,
two
or
days. How are
thinking
you
of you,
doing?
or whatever it
Yes,
is.
yes. So please check up on your friends, because that's how you foster friendship. Because I don't know how else you're fostering your friendships if you're not checking up on your friends. But yeah, please do that. Do that, please. Okay. Let us know how you've supported your friend, or
Or
you've
how
received
you would
support.
like to be
Yes,
supported.
how you would like to be supported. Let us know.
Yeah, tell us in the comments, but then also tell your friends to do, so they know.
Tell them or tag them.
Yes.
Or tag them with the way you want them to support you. Like, just generally, it doesn't have to be, again, doesn't have to be like big moment. Just like, I expect you to take me for wings every 2 Fridays. I don't know, something.
If you tell me that, I'm sorry.
Why you mean?
It's the support. I will not take you for wings every 2 weeks.
Why?
Why should
Maybe
we?
that's what
I'll call you. I'll take you once in a month.
But I need every 2 weeks.
It's a good thing I'm not your only friend.
You see, life.
Because I genuinely cannot give you everything that you need.
I agree.
But
yes.
I can take you for wings. I'll take you for wings. Don't worry.
Okay. You guys heard though.
I didn't say when.
See, humans.
I did not say when
no
it happens. But yeah, also we're doing a Q&A
session.
session.
Yeah.
At some point. So if you guys have any questions about maybe friendship, actually we'll send it around friendship, because that's what we've been talking about.
Yes. So anything from the last
couple of weeks, from the last few
4 weeks,
episodes,
5 weeks. Yeah.
So any questions or comments or questions about situations that you are
if you even have
going
juicy
through,
stories for us, please.
if you have sweet gists,
give us.
We like it. We will take it. Let's have it. But yeah, or even just questions based on what we have spoken about or shared or whatever. Please send them to us so that we can record a juicy, sweet episode.
Yes.
For you.
Yes. Thank you so much for riding with us on the friendship train.
Yes.
And
Like,
yes,
share, subscribe, tag your
all of it,
friends.
all of
Good
it.
friends share good things with their friends.
This will show us now if you're friends, if you are good friends with your friends. But
But
yeah,
yeah, see you on the next episode.
bye.
Bye.